What is up, everybody? So today we're going to talk about mentality. Mentality, the exact definition is the characteristic attitude of mind or way of thinking of a person or group. That is defined by Google's dictionary, whatever. And so yeah, so we're gonna talk about the mindset of us as entrepreneurs. Now, I think it's very important that we focus on mindset as one of the first things that we focus on when searching for becoming an entrepreneur. If you are an entrepreneur and struggling, or just in general, fix your mentality. So the reason why I think it's the most important is because the way that your mind functions, the reasons why you do the way you do has so much to do with how you end up with what you end up as a result of what you're creating. Now, one of the things that's very important here is to understand why you do what you do. A real quick recap on this is the fact that I within this time period that I took off, I actually focused on I was able to speak with a psychologist, and I've been getting a bit of counseling on that, and it helped me a lot more than anything to change my mentality. And not because it was necessarily good or bad, but simply because I was chasing the wrong things. I've always had this desire to be financially independent, to be to be a millionaire, to have the financial stability, to have my home, my car, and something to fully just keep me stabilized, right? Now, the problem with that is that I was doing this because of fear, because I was afraid to end up having to sleep in my car, to end up, not having a home where to stay and all of this. So most of the time I was going off of fear. Fear was what was stopping me from becoming successful, because the reason why I was doing the things I was doing was out of fear. Now, if we switch it up a little, now that I understand that that was the reason why I was doing it, once I was able to clean my mindset off of that, I now understand that what I want to do, I do it with love, and I do it because I genuinely want to do it. When it comes to, for example, not saying that you guys have to be traders, but if you do, if what for me personally, I've looked into trading cryptocurrency for a while now, and one of the things that kept me stuck was the fact that I would always think, man, this is hard, I don't like this, too many numbers, this and that. And when it was time, I would see it as something negative, and I would be like, man, this is hard, but I have to do it. Even though I hate it, I have to do it because I need to get that money. And on the contrary, it's not like that. It's the opposite. You have to genuinely want to do it. You have to look at it and say, I want to do that. I want to do the trading because I know that that's going to get me up here, and I want to do that. I want to get here, so I want to take the steps necessary to do that. And when you go for the actual want to do things because you genuinely are excited to do things, it'll make everything a lot more smoother and a lot more easier for you. Will there be hard times? Of course, but it's better to have hard times with a good attitude, a good mindset, and get through things because you genuinely like that challenge, rather than, I really hate this, I don't want to do it, I want to do the less of it as possible. That's when you really, that's why sometimes most of us don't get that far. Now, coming back to mindset as well, you have to understand why you're doing everything that you're doing. When it comes to creating value, when we're talking about an entrepreneur, you're talking about creating a product, a service, a business to help provide for others, right? Now, if you're searching for money for your own benefit, and you're like, how can I make a quick buck, you're getting it all wrong. You're not thinking the right way. When you stop thinking like that and you change that mindset to, how can I create value for these people, you will, once you look at actually helping others clear up a problem that they have, you will find that it'll it'll be a lot more easy for them to be happy with and want to use your product service. But it all comes down to the fact that you genuinely want to create something to help others, and others will help you with the money that you'd like, and then it continue on from there. Now that's very important, because a lot of us, I've noticed throughout my research on all of this, I've noticed that many of us have, the reason why we do what we do is because, our parents want us to do something in specific. Our parents put that pressure on us. Our partners, whether it's your girlfriend or your boyfriend, that they want you to do something specific, or they want something with their life, and you're pressured to fall into that, whether it's friends or family that's pressuring you onto doing something. If you're doing that, and like if your family's pressuring you to become a lawyer and you really don't want to become a lawyer, you might be successful if they, if you do good and all, but you have to realize that you're doing it for the wrong reasons. It's not so exactly necessarily bad to be a lawyer. It's not what's the bad part about it. It's the fact that you're not doing it because you genuinely want to help people with their court cases and all of that. It's because you're going for the money, you're going for the easiness of yourself. Now, even though obviously that does have something that, obviously, you're not going to be like, well, I'm gonna do everything for free just because I'm trying to help people out. It's more than anything, it's the fact that you are enjoying what you're doing. And I think that comes back down to the point where, many people say, as long as it doesn't matter how much money, it just matters if you genuinely enjoy what you're doing. I think, for me personally, I think money does matter. It's an important tool for you to have to get further along, but it does always come back down to the value that you provide. And in order to provide value, you must go in with the mentality of really understanding why you're doing what you're doing and how you can actually help others. Once you're able to get into that mindset, things will become a lot more easier. You'll know why you're doing what you're doing, and that'll help you do everything with a better attitude, with a better mentality, have everything on a daily basis, wake up. And like, one of the important things for me was, a while back, I wouldn't want to wake up just because I knew I had to do things, but I just didn't want to do it. But when you change that mindset to thinking, hey, I genuinely want to do this, I love the process of it, it'll help you wake up early, want to get it done. And that all has to do with psychology, your own proper psychology, and why it is the way you do, what it is, what you do, why it is what you do the way you do it. I don't know if I put that together right, but I hope you understand that. With that said, I'm going to cut this close really quick. I'm going to finish. But yes, I think one of the most important things that you have to focus on before anything else is fixing your mindset, understanding how and why your mind works the way it works, and finding the best way to get the best out of it in order to become the best person that you can, and take 100% confidence in every decision that you make without ever going back and saying, I should have, I would have. No. You take that decision, you go 100%, and you go off with that mentality, a positive mentality. I wish for all of you guys, keep it up. If you guys have any questions, please send me a message, leave a comment, like the video, subscribe so you can watch many more. I hope this helps a lot. I just genuinely do hope it help. I hope it helps all of you guys that are watching. If it does, let me know, and I will see you guys later for some more content. Bye.